Georgia Southern is having an outstanding season, Mr. Vitale.
Hey, Brad, you have to agree with me, man. This is one of the teams to look out for. These guys are consistent performers who show up to play every night.
There's a look, Dick, at the starting lineups.
I'm going to watch these two kids at the shooting guard position. They are major contributors to their team's success and can't afford to have an off night.
And tonight we've got the opportunity to see great college basketball. Two power teams ranked in the top 25 and both looking to make their mark and come out on top.
I'll tell you, without a doubt, this will be one of the top games on the tube today. This will be exciting. Two top-notch teams will definitely be in the national tournament.
The Gators are number 11 in the polls right now, Dick.
You know what it boils down to, Brad, is you got to be efficient on the perimeter to be able to be up there with the elite.
He unloads a three. Jumper won't. Way too late with the block. Goaltending. This is the type of guy that can throw the whole kitchen sink at you if you're not careful.
I'll tell you one thing, Brad. This guy's a talent. He can face you up, play back to the basket. He's a good rebounder and a solid defender.
So Dick's so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a four around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with four people on the exterior.
He bombs from outside. Perfectly executed. They work it around the perimeter. He takes a three.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
Way out on top, controlling the ball. Tries for two. Got it. Bacon is one of the top seniors in the nation. He's just an extraordinary player, Dick.
Some people say he's the best, Brad. He's a talented senior with no next year to fall back on. All he can do is give it his all until the end of the season.
Both teams are looking to get something going here. They work it into a double team on the post. I want to thank you for joining us tonight with Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews. I'm Brad Nessler. Looks like they're setting up into a 1-4 high lineman. They work the perimeter. He's got a nice shot fake.
Up and inside. Wow, the defense is doing a great.
With a rejection. Corbett keeps it in.
Sort of dumped down inside. Nobody rotated down from up on top.
On the dribble, gives it up. Fires away. Off the mark.
Great pressure, great double team. Really explosive.
They set up into a box formation now. On the left side. For two. Nope. The crowd continues to chant.
Who says there's no such thing as a home court advantage?
On the outside. He attempts the jump shot. Missed it. He launches a three. They got it. And there's sort of a snapshot of our game tempo.
We've seen a combination of both short and long possessions here, Brad. Nothing wrong with that if that's your team's ideal style of play.
Good job defensively. The Eagles looking to attack now in transition. Corbett comes up with it.
Applying lots of pressure, Brad, and looking for the steal as well. Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Goes up for 2. Can't put it down. They wanted an offensive interference call and don't get it. Offensively into a box formation. Looking for a good shot. The ball stripped. Miller picks up the foul. First personal foul.
Tell part of the story, Brad, but as a coach, if you have a few players who can average double figures in multiple statistical categories, you're a lucky guy.
Second shot is good. Stewart receives the ball. Scorches the net with a J. Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure the full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nessler. They like to get in your face and force you to commit turnovers.
For the bucket. Shot off. They are really keeping the dogs at bay on D, Dick.
Hey, they got him frustrated.
The missed shot. Pushes it up. That's a foul.
I'll tell you, this kid comes in with fire, Brad. He really knows how to bring it.
Some subs get ready to check in. Stolen ball. And it looks as though there are going to be a few substitutions made. They'll work it around the arc. A little two-man action. With the catch. Nice execution. He cashed in on the layup and gets the foul.
He knew he was going to get fouled, Brad, but he took the hit like a man.
This is the team's first trip to the free throw line. He hits it. Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure the full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nessler. They like to get in your face and force you to commit turnovers.
The Eagles want to up the pressure here, Dick, and I think they're going to change the tempo of the game with their defense.
You know, it's a great decision, Brad, if you have the right personnel to play full court defense.
Looking for a good shot. Throws it up.
He pointed to the rim, then went up and got it, baby. That was a beautifully executed play.
The Eagles are cranking things up at the defensive end, and they're going to extend that pressure.
An aggressive move on their part, Brad. They'll be looking to force some turnovers.
Now they work it around the perimeter. The Eagles fall into a box formation.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. 10 to shoot. Inside. Tries to turn. The defense comes up with a play.
What a human eraser. I love shot blockers. They add such a dimension to your team.
Toles receives the pass. In the lane. He takes another bad shot.
Bad shots kill chemistry, Brad.
Now into their offensive set. There's a high screen. They get an open look for three. Bust the jumper. That's a textbook example of penetration with a kick out.
Hey, everybody looks good when you can finish with a jumper like that, except the defense.
And a momentary look from three-point land. Now with about 10 seconds to shoot. Ball down low, puts it on the floor. Turn around fadeaway. There's a slam.
Look at that spacing.
Tries to take the charge, but that's a foul.
Hey, this team easily comes apart without him out there, Brad.
Back on offense now. Gave it up. Time to pick up the defense here now. On the dribble, gives it up. The Eagles set up in their zone motion. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
He tries to knock down the three. Nails the jumper. The Gators prefer a more balanced attack. They play up-tempo at times and then really settling in the half court at other times.
Brad, they like the balanced attack. They don't feel like they can always play up-tempo or always play in the half court. Therefore, they mix it up and do a little bit of both. I think this style works for them.
For round one now. Moving it around the perimeter. The fake. On the outside. Stolen away. Number 13 is charged with the foul. First personal foul. Had his shot rejected. Looking to move it around the perimeter. And they're in their offense, working that dribble drive, Dick.
Well, the offense, Brad, is always attacking in a dribble drive. Defensively, your rotations have to be solid if you want to have a chance of stopping this offense. You know the dribble drive offense is fast-paced.
They work it around the perimeter. 10 seconds. And we've got a whistle and a foul.
Brad, just like I need you, man. This guy is the glue. Concentration, gotta concentrate.
Way
Brick
short.
City.
Makes it.
It looks as though they have a shooter spotting up.
He attempts the three. Jumper won't go. They transition into offense. For two. Sinks the shot. The Eagles seem like they want to play this game at the next level on defense, Dick.
Hey, look out for the full court pressure, Brad. It'll be interesting to see how the pressure will be handled.
Pushes it up. Goes up for two. Drains the shot. They better have a sit-down about that defense, I think.
That's simply terrible D.
Hudson receives the ball. There's the pick. Looks like they'll set up into a box formation. He pump fakes. Working it around the perimeter. 10 seconds. Inside.
They say forget about it, and then he does a little dribbling act here and turns it over.
Out on the wing. He shoots from downtown. Missed the jumper. Around 8 minutes remaining.
Silly mistake.
The Eagles in attack mode. He fouled him. He got the layup to go, and the foul is called. Step to the line for the free throw. He misses it. Takes the board.
Fill the lanes. That's the only way they'll be able to get some fast break opportunities.
Both teams looking to get things going here. Kelly handles the feed. He shoots from the corner. And score it. You always want your players going hard to the basket like that, right, Dick?
Well, those aggressive moves to the basket are what this offense is all about.
Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper for the bucket. Gets it to go. He's really dangerous off the bounce.
Tell you, he really has natural ability. Uses his athleticism to break down the defense. Really effective off the dribble.
Tries for two. We're at the 7-minute mark. And he misses the shot. They set up offensively now. They work it around the perimeter. For two.
Nice job of using the screen to get open for that good shot.
The Eagles want to up the pressure here, Dick, and I think they're going to change the tempo of the game with their defense.
You know, it's a great decision, Brad, if you have the right personnel to play full-court defense.
They work the perimeter. Definitely a foul.
Long without his presence like me, I can't go long without you.
Makes the shot. Second shot is no good. These kids are really struggling from the free throw line tonight.
I hope they can turn it around before it costs them the game.
The layup counts and the foul.
He went hard to the
Might
hoop.
have been one right there, Dick.
Hey, Mr. Nessler, I like that type of play. He's saying to the defense, no easy baskets for you. We're going to force you to make shots.
On the left side. He looks for three. Nails the J. Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure in a full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nessler. They like to get in your face and force you to commit turnovers.
There was no doubt about that one. There's the tempo for the game thus far.
The quick shots, Brad. That's why the tempo meter is where it's at. That was really a nonchalant pass. Get that sucker out of the game, man. Up and inside.
He tries the jumper. Nope. On the outside. About 5 minutes remaining.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
That spin move's not going to work against this defense.
That's a no-no, baby. Defensive player beats him to the spot.
Carr handles the pass. He puts it up quick to beat the clock.
Shot didn't fall in, but it was a great use of the screen.
Looking for a good shot. Goes up for two. That was nice. Looks like a 4-out, 1-in formation. They'll work it around the arc. Stewart fakes the shot. On the right side. Looking for a good shot. 4 minutes left on the game clock. On the inside for the bucket. No good. Now they work it around the perimeter. He takes the shot.
Jumping in looked pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly. I tell you, they need their leadership out there. This kid's got leadership skills, just like you, Mr. Nessler.
They've got him right where they want him, Richard.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Now with 10 to shoot. Stewart receives the ball. Loose ball, saves it. Great play. Corbett handles the feed. There's a high percentage shot.
Wow, what hops, baby, what hops.
They set up 1-4. And a momentary look from three-point land. Georgia Southern is in the bonus.
He was able to foul him in order to prevent the easy basket.
And we're going to look at the numbers so far this season, Dick.
Every game you have to bring it. It doesn't matter if you average 2 points or 20. Everybody in the squad has to be ready to get it done if they're called upon. Makes those free throws count. Wants to go back on that campus as BMOC. Big man on campus, baby.
Count that as a personal foul.
Major swing in energy with him back on the floor, Brad.
Cross court.
I love that block shot, Brad. Really gives you a lot of momentum.
The offense sets up from the sideline. That goes out of bounds, and we'll stay at this end. The offense begins off the sideline inbounds. Gave it up. And has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that block shot. Look at that spacing.
Into a box formation now. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart. Unusual mistake there by the senior.
Moving it around the perimeter. Tries for two. Tickles a twine. He can light things up in a hurry. He's got that scorer's mentality.
Tell you, Brad, he's definitely a pure scorer. When he gets hot, he can easily go off for 30 points. The key for pure scorers is to score without taking a bunch of shots.
Ball stripped. On the dribble, gives it up. Takes his jumper. Busts the J.
Coach about to adjust his rotation.
About a minute remaining. The Eagles set up into their zone motion offense.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Brad. The zone motion offense creates a lot of opportunities if you get ball movement and player movement. If you get people to step into the gaps in the zone and reverse the ball, you'll get good shots.
Offensively, they get into their zone motion. Now with about 10 seconds to shoot. Out on the wing. On the outside, he tries the three. And come up short. Pushes it up. For two, you betcha. Shot clock is dead. And they come out here in the dribble drive.
Well, I love this offense, Brad. I love the way they spread the court. And you got to have guys that can really attack. I mean, you can't have a dribble drive if you don't have guys that can put it to the floor.
With a half-court shot. And he can't hit the shot. And here's our game summary.
We've seen a lot of action and some impressive play here today. A look at these numbers can give you an idea of who's been doing what.
Georgia Southern couldn't retrieve the rock if their life depended on it right now, Dick.
Brad, what they've done is allowing the opposition to get second shot opportunities, and that usually leads to a disaster.
Going with a man-to-man full-court press now, Dick. They go into the low block. Goes up for two. Scorches the net. The Gators did a great job of going through the high post on that play.
Well, they manufactured that basket through the high post. I guarantee you that they work on it every day in practice.
For the bucket, he's money with the shot. Let's go courtside. What do you got for us, Aaron?
The Eagles, during the break, made it obvious that defensive rebounding will be a focus for the second half. Dick, you identified boxing out as a point of emphasis for them to monitor. The coaching staff has now instructed the players to really focus in on rebounding fundamentals so that they don't give up any easy putbacks or second chance opportunities. Brad?
All right, thanks, Aaron. Looking to move it around the perimeter. About 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Tries for two. Great shot. Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure the full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nessler.
They work it around the perimeter. For two, off the glass and no good. And then coming the other way, goes up for two. He couldn't get it to fall. Off the glass and no good. Working it around the perimeter.
Bad decision there by the senior.
Pushing in transition. For the bucket. Makes the shot. The Eagles seem like they want to play this game at the next level on defense, Dick.
Hey, look out for the full court pressure, Brad. It'll be interesting to see how the pressure will be handled. Trying to go inside.
Here's a nice face-up down in the low block.
Oh, he did a great job face-up and then just attacked them and took it to the basket.
Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure. Gets a hand in the way. Bacon handles the feed.
Oh, what a great job transition. Offense. Poor job defensively. Don't get back. Don't stop the ball. And they're allowed to convert. Get the number game going.
Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Puts it on the floor and up and under. Off the mark. And there's what the game tempo is looking like tonight.
Hey, Brad, that doesn't surprise me. The pace has been quite hectic.
Who wants it? And he saves it.
They strip him in a basketball. Got a little too fancy. Too much mustard there.
Gave it up. Good defensive stance there against the spin move.
Well, the key is to beat him to the spot, and he did a great job. He anticipated that spin move. Look at his face. His facial expression tells it all.
They've got him trapped here, Dick.
Look at that trap, Brad.
He may be in some trouble here. Bacon handles the feed. They work it around the perimeter with a deep shot from outside. Nails a sweet jumper. There's a look at the current tempo for the game.
Two teams who are picking and choosing when they want to push the ball, Brad.
The Eagles get into a 1-4 high alignment. They work the perimeter. Tries for two. Comes up empty. And it's knocked loose. For two. Off the mark with that shot.
open inside. I'll tell you, nothing like having those legs, man, where you bounce right off the floor.
On the outside. He does the sweet fake shot. Now looking for the pick.
Hey, it's important that the dribbler really turns that corner hard when he's using that ball screen. I like it when the team gets to the free throw line. It shows that they're being aggressive. The key is to get to the line early in the game and often.
It's 2 at the charity stripe. That trap could spell some trouble, and it's knocked loose. Into a box formation now. Out on the left wing. Good fake. Foul charge.
That's a smart play, Brad, especially if you can afford to use a personal foul. I like his mentality. No easy basket.
Got them both.
He converts on that free throw line, and that's major.
Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure in the full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nessler. They like to get in your face and force you to commit turnovers.
Goes up for 2. Off the glass and no good. Is bad.
It really cause the defense fits and throw you off on offense when a team can play strong across all 5 positions on the floor.
Bacon handles the pass.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Missed it. Looking for a good shot. It looks as though the students are all wound up and ready to agitate the opposition.
They're rocking right now. My goodness.
Here comes the ball screen. They'll work it around the arc.
The defense is being very aggressive, fighting through those screens.
For the bucket. That's good. How about that ball reversal, Dick?
Hey, when your team can't get the ball moving like that, it can be really tough to guard. Do it often enough, and you can really wear the defense down. You know, pressuring in the full court is a great tactic if you have the horses. Otherwise, it doesn't make much sense to play full court defense, Brad.
Looking for a good shot.
Great defensive play, rotating over. Played that screen really well up on top.
The Gators now looking for a basket in transition. Now they work it around the perimeter. Top of the circle.
Excellent jump shot right there.
Well, let's take a look at the tempo each team is going to try to set for this game, Richard.
Well, whenever you have 2 teams looking to control the speed of the game, you need to keep your eye on how each team makes changes. Setting the tempo can be an advantage, but adapting can be just as important. Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. On the dribble, around the screen. About 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Tries for 2. Off the mark. And a momentary look from three-point land. For 2. He gets it to go. And it looks as though there are going to be a few substitutions made. There's a double team waiting there.
Look at that spacing.
Looks like they'll set up into a box formation. 10 on the shot clock. From three-point range. Can't connect. The point guard takes the feed. He tries the three ball. Jumper won't go. Harm and foul.
He's saying to the defense, no easy baskets for you. We're going to force you to make shots.
Hits that one. And he doesn't miss that opportunity either. The Eagles are cranking things up at the defensive end, and they're going to extend that pressure. Work the perimeter.
Spacing's so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
The Eagles have a special roster, which I know you're in love with, Dick.
Oh, their roster is pretty special, Brad. You know why? Because of the seniors, the leaders, the dependable ones. They're so important.
This is the big time.
He missed the jumper off the nice screen. And he was able to foul him in order to prevent the easy basket.
At the free throw line. Opportunity. He sinks it. Moving it around the perimeter. The senior commits a turnover. They get out on the break. Blocked. They set up offensively now. He shoots from the deep corner. Off the mark. Out of bounds and a change in possession.
Physically, they're dominating them inside. It's time for the defense to get tougher. Horrible interior defense so far.
On the elbow, they feed down to the low block. Blocked! Goes in. We take a look here at each team's tempo, Dick.
Hey, the key to this game is not just who will set the tempo, but who can control it throughout the game.
Tries for two. Off the glass and no good. Now let's check back in now on our Star Watch player. Cross court. They get that rejected. Back on offense now. On the outside. Fake. Trying to feed the low block. They get an open three. Scores it. Eight minutes left in the game clock. Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure the full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nessler. They like to get in your face and force you to commit turnovers.
He goes to the free throw line. Hits the first. Both free throws go. Carr receives the pass. Looking to move it around the perimeter. Lobs it for two. Oh, no, they should have come away with more than that.
That was horrible, Brad. You must walk away from those situations with at least a point.
Loose ball, great play.
Turnover by the senior.
Miller receives the pass. He lets it go. He gets that one to fall. Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure in the full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nessler. They like to get in your face and force you to commit turnovers.
I wouldn't mind seeing him change things up a little bit, Dick, here.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Goes up for two. Off the glass and no good. Dick, they go into their offensive set, and this one looks like you could take it back to grade school.
Well, you know, it's a box set right now, and what they're trying to do is get some isolations for players individually to take advantage of their great skills.
Block shot. The Eagles reset the offense. 10 seconds. Zala handles the pass. The missed shot. Let's see if they can get a good shot this trip. He draws a foul. Steps to the line for the freebie. No finish on that one. Gets his second. About 6 minutes remaining on the game clock. Well, Mr. Vitale, it looks like we're in for a great finish here.
Hey, down the stretch, there are so many factors that could become the difference maker. Turnovers, missed free throws, rebounding. I wonder what it'll come down to in this game.
Now with about 10 seconds to shoot.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
Look at these fans. They're loving it.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more, Mr. Nessler. We are so lucky that we get to go to all these schools and experience the mayhem.
Shot rejected. Rims out. With a layup. That's taking it strong to the hoop, right, Dick?
Well, he spotted an opening, and he just absolutely great first step, and he exploded to the goal.
We're at the 5-minute mark. Alley-oop.
Great execution. That's offensive efficiency at its best.
Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure in the full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nessler. They like to get in your face and force you to commit turnovers.
They work it around the perimeter. He makes the block. Carr saves it. Here we go on the break. He hits it. Robs him of the ball. The Eagles in transition. Goes up for two. Lays it up. Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure in the full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nessler. They like to get in your face and force you to commit turnovers.
Working it around the perimeter. Coming in from the sideline. Trying to slow the pace a little bit here. They regroup and call another set. Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. For two. Two with a lay-in. The Eagles are going to try to hold on to the lead here, but should probably do so by playing in the half court as opposed to that up-tempo style, Dick.
I think they'll look to settle down. They should be running longer offensive sets, which allow for the ball to move and the clock to wind down. I'll be surprised if there are any early shots to use a personal foul. I like his mentality. No easy basket.
Second one, good. Cross court. We're at the 3-minute mark. He shoots from the corner. Missed it. Down inside. Tries for two. He misses the J. He attempts the three. They get it to go. And after the timeout, we're all set to pick things up. They're working around the perimeter. For the bucket. You bet. They work the perimeter. Two minutes left on the game clock.
Trying to come up with a defensive stop. There's that high screen.
Nice flash out defensively.
The lead is up to 8.
They could be starting to pull away here, Dick. Dick, you got to be prepared when you go up against this team. They love to pressure the full court.
Hey, you've got that right, Mr. Nestler. They like to get in your face and force you to commit turnovers.
Rivero goes to the line for the first time. He gets it to go. Makes his second shot. Cross court. Seconds on the shot clock. The power forward takes the pass, fakes it. He puts up the three ball.
Screen was there, but the shot didn't fall. Up and inside.
The guy was open, but he's a fan. Ball's coming from the sideline. For the bucket. Off the backboard.
They got to foul quickly here.
Well, now it's just a matter, Dick, isn't it, of clock management here? And the clock stopped with a foul. So they'll inbound on the near sideline. Now the high screen. And they continue to foul to stop the clock. He'll visit the charity stripe. He makes the front end of the 1-and-1. They're shooting extremely well from the stripe tonight, Dick.
Yeah, they're making their coaches look good for making them shoot extra free throws every day.
Well, we'll see if they've decided to go in another direction with things right here, Dick.
It wouldn't kill them to get a little diversity in their play right now.
On the outside. He shoots from the deep corner. He misses from beyond the arc. With the layup.
A 5-point lead could go either way with this much time, Brad.
Oh, it certainly can, Dick. He'll have one and the bonus. Foul shot, no good.
Gotta get one on this possession, baby.
It gives us a break to go courtside. Here's Aaron.
Well, guys, this is a great opportunity for the coaches to calm their teams down. With this much time remaining, they're stressing play smart basketball and take care of the ball.
Well, that was certainly a lot to take in on the sidelines.
Hey, that's a coach who knows what he wants from his team. He understands what they are capable of, and he doesn't want to see them slip and play below their level.
And now here's a look at our players of the game.
Some great performances here tonight. Just some special young men.